Hello everyone! In this video I'll be replacing the driver and passenger locks on the front doors. These locks are aftermarket equivalents to the original ones and were both for a reasonable price. Now, all that's left is to install them and see how they perform. I'm replacing the locks because the front doors of my car, an Audi A6 C5, have stopped locking remotely. When I press the lock button on the remote, only the rear doors lock, while the front doors do not. The locks don't respond to the remote. While I can lock the driver's door using the keyhole, the passenger door doesn't have one, so I have to lock it using the button inside the car. As a result, using the car has become quite inconvenient. So I'll replace both locks now and see how they work. Since I already have a video where I removed the driver's door lock, let's start today with the front passenger lock. I've removed the door panel. Next, I need to remove the lock rod. Then I'll disconnect the connector, which is a bit broken. The hardest part is removing the lever that connects the lock to the outside door handle. I managed to release the rod from the spring clip using a flathead screwdriver. As you can see, the outside door handle is now disconnected from the lock. Next, we unscrew the two lock bolts using an M8 socket bit. I've unscrewed the bolts and now I'll try to remove the lock from the door. As you can see, the lock comes out easily between the window frame and the door. Next, we need to transfer the inner door handle cable and the outside door handle rod from the old lock to the new one. The outside door handle rod is easy to remove. Move the retainer down and remove the rod. On the new lock, I took out the plastic holder and screwed in the rod from the old lock. As you can see, I've installed the rod on the new lock, removed the factory stopper so the handle works, and I've transferred the cable as well. Now we put the lock back in the door. For installation, we reverse the removal steps. The only difficult part is installing the outside handle rod. To do this, I lifted the handle as high as possible and managed to fit the rod into the spring clip. I've reassembled the doors. Now the most interesting part, let's check if everything works. I press the door lock button on the remote and I see the lock engaged and the door locked. As for how the door opens now, compare it to the old lock, there's noticeable click. For instance, the rear door with the original locks opens much more smoothly. The new locks are stiffer. Let's also check if the lock microswitches, which control the interior lights, work. As you can see, there are no issues here. Overall, I am very satisfied with the locks. The only difference is that the doors open and close a bit differently than before. I'll keep you updated on how these locks perform over time. Now, I have two old locks as spares, which I think will come in handy if I need to replace and mechanical parts in the new ones. That's all for today. See you soon in the next videos.